Welcome to Pax Europiana here on the 21st of February, the day of European solidarity with Ukraine. Unfortunately, in Austria there's not enough solidarity with Ukraine. I can just report you, contrary to the Kosovo parliament, where there was a huge manifestation of solidarity, and I was very proud to be a friend of Kosovo. This was really good. A lot of Ukraine flags, a lot in the parliament, a solemn session of solidarity. This was Kosovo at its best, and the solidarity was good. Here in the Austrian parliament, the Liberal Party, NEOS, they have asked for a special session. That was very good. But instead of solidarity, here neutrality was celebrated. Even the NEOS were not clearly for NATO, and everybody else was clearly for neutrality. The socialist opposition leader has clearly stated that she will be always defending neutrality, like she was a populist, communist leader. It was a disaster. The one who is paid by Russia, Mr. Kickel, was even worse. Yeah, he was going out of its extremes in this depth, and it was really a disaster. This man is beyond himself. I mean, beyond repair. Then they were always complaining when somebody then claimed that they have links with Russia, which they obviously have, and which they were very clear on that one. And so it was kind of really very, very bad. Yeah. No, and then the Chancellor from the Greens, yeah, this is the coalition, they are the decisive persons, of course, in the government, and they were clearly for neutrality. So there is absolutely like a strong front for neutrality from all parties, and even the liberals are just for a debate. Yeah. So imagine how lonely Ukraine and me are in this country. It's really, honestly, a big disaster. And today's day was again a very shocking debate, a discovery, a reconfirmation how far Austria is away from Europe. And I can just criticize neutrality as a complete immorality, as a kind of disaster for any human being in a time of a war against a European nation, against Ukraine by this Russian aggressor. The Austrians are thinking about themselves only. Solidarity is nothing here. European solidarity with Ukraine in Austria, minimal. And there is no weapons delivery, there is no participation in the training mission. We even now then pay 600 million for refurbishing our tanks instead of giving old tanks to Ukraine, which we have 170. Yeah? And so all over, it's a real very disappointing day from the Austrian side. I'm just, there was one pro-American speaker, Martin Engelberg. It was very good, yeah. There was a lot of anti-Americanism, real hate against America seen in this Austrian parliament today. I can report you that. And it was, some kind of, yes, it's a war and we have to do something against the war and help the poor people, as if they would be far away and we wouldn't really care. I mean, there is really a very disappointing conclusion of this day up to now. And I think it will not change a lot, yeah. Austria is pretty much lost, and that's why I call for all other countries to join the European Union, to join NATO, because Austria will not change without a lot of pressure from America and from the Europeans. And this kind of treasonable neutrality, it's a treason against Ukraine, I called it today, and it's treason against Kosovo and Bosnia. It will not change easily, yeah, because here the Russian interests are really strong. The Secret Service of Russia is very strong. The gas business is still very strong. They still have all these contracts, as I have explained in English and German this week. And it's all reconfirmed what I say. But unfortunately, we are in the minority. Austrian politics is firmly held by Russian neutrality. And this is since 45. And still they have such a stronghold on the Austrian political system via their payment and via their compromise, via their ideological dominance of the Austrian political landscape for so long, that solidarity with Ukraine is just humanitarian. Yeah? And there is no solidarity in defense, there is no solidarity in integration in NATO, in the EU. It's really very disappointing day, and I can just conclude, please let's work much more intensively together to fight Russian-backed neutrality in Austria. And I call the Ukraine authorities, fight neutrality wherever you can. It's evil. Bye.